Hi YouTube, this is boolsrules. I'm making my second video. The first one I made on Tuesday and it was okay. I was definitely nervous making it, and I just appreciate all of you that watched the first one, and especially to my subscribers. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the comments that were made, and it's just really encouraging to know there's people out there that are watching. So I just want to thank you for that. So today I'm making my 12-week weigh-in video. Like I said in my first video, I started 12 weeks ago. So far I've lost, well, as of last weigh-in, 13.5 pounds. And actually last week I did have a gain of 1 pound. I've started working out a lot more, and that may have had something to do with it. Before I tell you how much I lost this week, I want to just tell you what I did differently this week than the previous 11 weeks. So the first 11 weeks, I was really paranoid about eating any of my weekly points or activity points, and actually the first probably 4 weeks, I didn't have that many activity points. It was, I'd have good weeks and not so good weeks, and in the middle of, I think it was 5 weeks in, my husband and I went on a cruise. I didn't gain anything that week, but I also didn't lose. So that was kind of a maintaining week, which I thought was pretty good. We went on a 4-day cruise over the weekend, just my husband and I maintained, which I was happy with. So like I said, I was really hesitant to eat any extra points. It just, mentally, it was a block for me, and I've heard a lot of other people on Weight Watchers say the same thing. You know, yeah, you have the 35 weekly points, but you know, it's really a mental block to go ahead and eat those points because you feel like you're going over when they give you a daily point allowance. So anyway, the first 11 weeks I hardly ate any weekly points, maybe 2 or 3 a week at the most, and eat any activity points. So this week what I did, I worked out 6 days this past week, and I ate almost all of my activity points. I earned 38.5 activity points this week by going on the treadmill, walking, water aerobics, and bike, which I'll talk about all that stuff in future videos of what I do for exercise and what keeps it fresh and keeps me going. So like I said, I earned 38.5 activity points, and I actually wound up eating 32. Now I do it a little bit differently. If you do Weight Watchers online, which is what I do, I don't go to meetings. It just doesn't work out with my schedule. So I'd strictly do online, and online takes off your weekly points first and then your activity points. I do it a little bit differently. I only eat my activity points. It's a mental thing for me, I guess, but anyway, it counts it against weekly points, but I, in my head, count it as activity points. So I wound up eating about 34, so I didn't eat all of my activity points, but I did eat a good majority of them, which at some points were different. I tried to keep the extra points I ate. I try to add more fruits and more dairy, and then also like a lean meat, especially after I work out. I really need something else to replenish, so I'll try and get a protein in, or in a carb, just a little bit, because I like to work out at night. It's just easier for me. So I ate all those points, and at my weigh-in this morning, I lost 3 pounds. This was the second time that I lost 3 pounds in the first 12 weeks, and I was really, really happy. Last week I was pretty depressed about not losing anything, and especially about gaining a pound after I'd been working out so hard, and I didn't go off plan, but it was just very discouraging, especially when you know, like I said in my first video, my husband loses easily, my brother loses easily, and I know that they say men lose faster than women, and you know, we have lots of hormonal things that factor in, but anyway, I was really, really, really happy with my loss this week, 3 pounds. I know Weight Watchers says to keep it to 2, but really over the past 2 weeks I've lost 2 since I gained 1 last week. So anyway, we'll see what happens this week. I'm going to do it the same way and see if I can keep a good loss going. We leave on our cruise in 30 days. We're taking our 4 kids on their first cruise. And so it's going to be interesting. I'm hoping that I do better than I did on the first one. I had plans to exercise. I brought all of my workout clothes on the cruise because they do have a pretty good setup, but I just didn't do it. This time I really want to do it because I want to keep motivated with the exercising. I did pretty good eating. There was a couple choices, but you know what? I was on vacation and I thought as long as I can maintain, and I didn't overeat because the first cruise we went on in December, we were stuffed all the time. It was like the most ridiculous feeling. I couldn't even enjoy myself because I was so full all the time. And so this last time in May, my husband and I went right after I started, about a few weeks after. And like I said, I maintained that week and ate some stuff I probably shouldn't have, but stopped when I was satisfied, or didn't stuff myself. So I was pretty happy about that. So I'm anxious to see what's going to happen on this next one. I think I'll do a lot better. I'm in a different mentality. I'm also realizing over the weeks that my tastes are changing. I'm not craving so much of the things that I thought I needed or my body wanted, before starting Weight Watchers. So I'm trying to get in more healthier foods, more fruits. I'm not a big vegetable eater, but I'm trying to incorporate it in different ways. So my struggle today is that my husband and my two oldest boys went to Orlando to go to Vans Warped Tour concert. Normally when my husband leaves town, it's I don't know what it is. It's like a mental thing where I just feel like I need to eat. I don't know if it's because I'm nervous or because it's just a weird feeling, but I would always just constantly be wanting something to eat or something to do. And so today I felt it starting and I thought, you know what, I'm not going to do this. So I wanted to make my video earlier tonight, but instead I got an extra workout in. And I thought, I'm just going to work out and get rid of some of this nervous energy. And it really worked. I got off the exercise equipment and I felt a lot better. And so it seemed to be helping, and I'm happy that I made a good decision tonight. So that's my week 12 weigh-in results. I'm going to give a little review of a new food scale that I bought. I'd been using the same food scale for years because I've been, of course, dieting on and off for years. But it wasn't a digital one, and I thought, I'm just going to get a digital one and see what the difference is and see if I like it better. So I'm going to shut the camera off, go into my kitchen, and do a little food scale review.